Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are doing the Waterborne poetry. Now, I'm not a poetry person, so a lot of this is going to go over my head. But anyway, we're going to do it. Today we're joined by Hu Tao, love her, Shincho, because I feel like he's like books and poetry, Venti, because he's here, and Baiju, because I always have to have a healer on my team. We already know this. Right. Anyway, let's go see what this quest is about. Where are we actually going? Upstairs. Yeah, Oh, literally both of you are here. Okay, let's get ready.
Looks like you're having fun. What's the occasion this time?
Oh, do I spy a traveler and a Paimon? We were just talking about you. This is more serendipitous than finding Mora after face planting on the road.
Hello, you two. What are the odds?
It's been too long. I'll bet you have some thrilling new tales from your journey to fill me in on. I can see it in your eyes.
As ever, never a dull moment on this to that trip.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun? Or something delicious?
We were talking about one certain traveler and how two's company but three's a crowd as the inseparable duo tore around Tibet, making 4 friends here and 5 more there, often at 6s and 7s as they braved the lakes and seas, collecting pieces of 8 and countless other treasures. They clearly must have 9 lives. Wink, wink. Let's hope they have less than 10 deaths.
Is that the biggest text box we've ever seen in game? Maybe.
What the? It just gets worse and worse.
Same. I thought they were going
Shortly, you may attend a grand banquet at Stonegate. All will be dressed to the nines for majestic food and fine wines. And after 8 long drinks and 7 shorts, they'll each write 6 lines 5 times. You've been to all 4 corners of the world, so in 3 short seconds, can you guess from these 2 stanzas of 1 speech each what this event is about?
A counting festival. A poetry festival. This is already going over my head. Jesus. Are we getting drunk though? Let's get drunk.
It's a poetry gala, and Mondstadt and Liyue are hosting it together.
Oh.
Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished director Hu here during the lantern rite? Something about writing poetry together?
I do, and if you want to check out that video, it's in the other side. If you want to rewatch it.
That's
Love
right.
That.
At the dinner table that night, I just knew this young bard was a rare talent with exceptional taste. You know, it's rare to encounter such a kindred spirit. And now, I've finally seized the chance to collaborate. It took me much trekking across the land to petition Eugene Terrace and contact the Knights of Favonius, but eventually, in the spirit of friendship and poetry sharing, I managed to successfully organize the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala.
Bit of a weird name. Liyue's poetry is known far and wide, and Mondstadt is the city of wine and song. With 2 nations teaming up, it'll be double the fun, and a great chance for people from both places to get to know one another.
Okay, 1, I'm not that excited about poetry. I will not lie to you. 2, I am quite interested in the fact that this is, I think, the first event where there's 2 nations together. I wonder what they're going to do, though. This is what I'm curious
Hu Tao
about.
and I will be the co-hosts for this poetry gala. Of course, I haven't studied the various forms and formalities of Liyue poetry for very long, so please forgive my dreadful performance just now.
Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most excellently.
You flatter me. Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved.
Do we have to? Forsooth, I am wont to dabble in verse. Sure, I'm looking forward to everyone's poems.
Oh, Paimon, sure you'll be amazing. Remember that time in Liyue when Paimon gave you the first half of a couplet? Wind rises, winds never churn. You came up with the second half right away.
But the sea clouds cloud away returns.
Oh, looks like someone's got a knack for this. Perhaps
It's not me.
we'll have to raise the difficulty a little.
Please don't.
All right, so basically
Basically, you guys are here to discuss the activities for the poetry gala, right?
Oh, looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or two. You guessed it so effortlessly, but you still guessed it wrong.
Huh? Wait, Paimon guessed wrong?
We came here hoping to invite a special guest.
Zhao.
I already told you, I'm not going.
There he is!
Oh, you're here too!
Never having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides, afflicted with karma as I am,
Still.
the raucous atmosphere you are cultivating is precisely the kind which I must avoid, as you well know.
Hey now, there's a first time for everything, right? We all start from itsy bitsy spider, but give it a shot and you'll be wandering lonely as a cloud in no time. And you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You can just watch the party from a nearby mountaintop and cheer us on. But at least head down and take a look first. It's right by the inn, and there's plenty of fun activities to get involved with.
I didn't know Zhao was going to be in
Take
this.
a quick walk and check things out.
Besides, with the renowned traveler here, what is there to fear?
Join us, it'll be fun.
I'll consider it.
Yay! Zhao.
It's nearly time. Why don't you all head to the venue and take a look around? Quite a few of your friends should have arrived by now.
Yes, that's right. Venti and I still need to discuss the poem for the opening ceremony. So, we'll catch up with you later. Plus, our Adeptus friend might need a bit more convincing. We'll see if we can coax him down.
Gotcha! We'll be on our way then!
Okay, I wonder who's going to be there. I'm so excited. So I do think, like, Leeway has some of my top favorite characters. Oh, this is like a whole quest.
How about that for an opening?
Yes, I like it. But if we could give it a bit more oomph, it would be even better. I think we should lead with a bang, dip into a slippity slide, then whoosh into a whoop whoop boom! Got it?
Got it. Completely understood.
Oh, I have quests here. Whoops. Okay, where am I going?
Wow, it's so lively! Didn't think there'd be so many people here already. And a lot of them are familiar faces! Let's go say hi!
Wait, who do we have? We have Jingcho and Chongyung. Is that Diona I see? I see Noelle and Mika. I think that's it. I think. Hey guys! I don't know why the game's freaking out. I do apologize for that.
Well, look who's here. This poetry fest seems to have attracted talent of the highest caliber.
Thanks.
Hey! Xingqiu and Changyun are here too!
I was actually heading into the mountains to train, but he accosted me on the way and dragged me here.
Oh, how your words wound me. Is it not the responsibility of an exorcist of Liyue to ensure that this celebration of friendship between our two nations stays free of evil spirits? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity to meet heroes who have come from far and wide. Surely, you must be curious as to how that heroine of Mondstadt was able to lift such heavy objects like they were but a feather.
Are you talking about Noelle? Yeah, she's super strong!
I didn't think that.
Oh? Well, since you are so well acquainted, could we trouble you to introduce us later?
Okay, fine. But don't forget to help me with my investigation like you promised. That's the only reason I agreed to come at all.
Huh? What investigation?
Naturally, I could never forget such a thing. My word is my bond. Relax, dear Paimon. All will be revealed in time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm confused as well.
Are you sure that wasn't really an evil spirit?
Open your mind to all possibilities, and I'm sure you will find the answer.
I suppose that's true. Hey, wait a second. You're not planning on telling everyone here, are you?
What are these two up to? Sorry, I just want this, whatever's behind you. Thanks. Oh, there's a thing there as well. Ooh. I don't... Wait. Okay, Diona? I'm not... Alright, Diona, what do you gotta say? Something about alcohol and people drinking.
Diona! Traveler in Paimon? I didn't expect to see you here. Are you here to mix drinks? That's right. I was specially asked to attend this event on behalf of the Cat's Tail, and I'm also here as a mixologist representing the Mondstadt wine industry. You're representing Mondstadt's wine industry? Oh, you must be hating every minute of it. Of course I hate it. But it's also a perfect chance to destroy the reputation of Mondstadt's wine business once and for all.
I mean, I get it, but like
this don't come around every day, you know.
True, I guess.
Huh? How do you figure that? All I need to do is add some gross ingredients to the drinks, and I can create the most disgusting concoctions imaginable. Nobody will ever buy wine from Mondstadt again. Paimon thinks you'll end up getting the opposite result.
Yeah, I don't think Nepenthi's gonna let that.
Just you wait. I ain't about to mess this up.
Don't overwork yourself.
Are you gonna write some poetry with us too? Poetry? I've heard plenty of bards sing in the tavern before, but I've never tried writing any myself. You should join in. It'll be fun.
It's quite nice seeing a lot of the old characters.
Fine, if I have time.
Characters.
Now, should I try adding loach pearls or horsetails next?
Horsetails.
Oh, wait! Since we're in Liyue, I should add some Jueyun chilies. Nah.
Isn't like chili and alcohol like quite a popular thing though? Like you can get that, isn't there like a tequila with it, and then isn't there like some vodka or something? I don't know. But I feel like someone would do that. It's also weird seeing Mika here. Let's have a look, see what they got to say.
Oh, it's the Traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala as well?
No.
You said that with a straight face? Is Paimon the only one who thinks it sounds weird?
Are you here as Mondstadt's representatives?
Representatives? No. Nothing fancy like that. We were sent here by the Knights of Favonius to help maintain order and set up the venue. But I didn't really do anything useful so far. Noelle brought all these tables and chairs here from Mondstadt by herself. She's a true knight.
Oh, no, that's just not true. Your efforts were indispensable. You selected the venue, drew up the layout, and so on. Also, you're the true knight here. I'm still in training. If anything, I should be addressing you as Sir.
When is she gonna pass?
No. Please don't. Just keep calling me Mika.
Why does it feel like these two could keep this up all day?
Anyway, Master Jean did say that as long as we keep on top of our work, we should take a look around while we're here and get involved in the poetry gala as much as we can. But I haven't written much poetry before, so I'm not sure if I'll fit in.
I actually have the same concern.
There's a first time for everything.
Yeah, plus, you won't be alone. We're joining too. The Traveler's a really good writer, you know.
Really? In that case, we'll try our best too.
Perhaps the challenge of writing poetry is a rite of passage that all who wish to qualify as a
but
knight
I will
must
say I
eventually
do feel like you're
face.
underappreciated, especially by me. So I do apologize for that.
Paimon wouldn't go that far. But anyway, no backing out now. See you soon.
Sure. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two.
I'll teach both of you.
Mika beat me to it. I was
I
gonna
feel like
ask for help
like
too.
Noelle I've used a little bit. Mika I haven't used at all. Mostly because I don't use physical. I actually completely forgot what he even does.
What do you think the key to a good poem is, Mika? Do you have any idea?
Huh? I'm not too sure either. If I'd known we'd be doing
That would
this
have been
sooner,
good, actually.
I would have asked Miss Lisa to recommend some books on the topic.
Right. Oh, we're doing the opening event now. Actually, just very quickly, what are... I mean... Yeah, Shincho is built. My Noelle is not built yet, but she's the next one I'm building. Chungyun isn't built. Again, it's Claymore users. I just don't really use Claymore users. What about Mika? Oh, I did level him up at least. Okay. What do you do again? I completely forgot it. Side tendon over. Ooh.
Poems and melodies wandering the wind, wafting to pastures beyond their home.
Two greedy fishies struggling to swim. They
Fishies!
eat so much that they're starting to groan.
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glazed lantern glows.
Finches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
Welcome one and all to this festival of poetry, jointly organized by Lua and Mondstadt.
Or, in full, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala. We're your hosts, Liyue's verse-monger of the darkest alleys, Hutao.
She's
And
so cool.
Mondstadt's liquor-loving lyricist, Venti the Bard.
Cheers to the drunk.
The purpose of this event is to promote friendly poetic exchanges between our two nations. So please, have fun, talk to other people, and make some new friends.
If you're here, you're our guest, so please enjoy this poetry fest.
I'd also like to reassure everyone that this event welcomes people of all skill levels, from first-time rhymers to seasoned songwriters. If you ask me, the most important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express, and putting them into words. Just right from the heart in whatever form you like.
It's going to be a lot of
To help
dialogue.
everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest, Venti and I have carefully prepared 3 themes to be revealed over the course of 3 days.
Okay.
Let's get right to it. The first theme is Riddle Me This.
Is that like the whole, like... I don't know. actually.
Solving riddles, huh? Interesting. It's actually a pretty good choice for a warm-up activity.
Whew. I'm glad they're not making us write sonnets or something right at the start.
Does
Start.
everyone see the lanterns
He
hanging
talks
around the
funny.
venue? These have been specially prepared for the riddle game. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd, and you will try to solve them. We'll now give you some time to write down and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices flowing. And remember, whoever guesses the most riddles correctly will get a prize.
And with that, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala has officially begun.
I'm back. Okay. Oh, none of them are around. I want to talk to people. I
We
want to see
couldn't
if...
cajole Adeptus Chow in the end. He said he'd take a peek from the peaks, but that was all he'd agreed to. It's a real shame. I had the perfect poem for his entrance and everything.
That was a good little opening ceremony, wasn't it? Even if I do say so myself.
Oh, but... Yeah, okay.
Oh, let's see what's on this lantern. A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why, for a dream beyond the sky.
A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why, for a dream beyond the sky.
Okay, someone from Liyue definitely wrote this one.
Did they? How do you know that?
I just read that one too. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to grasp.
Dreams? Sky? Is it talking about some kind of bird?
So it means something like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high. Is that it?
In a nutshell, yes.
Oh, you're amazing, Paimon! Oh, it looks like I still have a lot of learning to do.
I'm so confused.
It's nothing really. Once you've spent enough time in Liyue, you just sort of pick up on these things.
Oh,
Do
I know
we?
exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started picking up some local customs without even realizing it.
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it. What could it be talking about?
Sorry, I gotta stop fiddling around my camera. Honestly, I touch it way too much.
Something that flies high and far. Oh, that makes me think of dandelions.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions can carry your feelings on the wind.
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What would their equivalent of the dandelion be? If there even is one.
Okay,
What do you
my
think,
bad.
Traveler?
No idea. I think dandelions is the right answer.
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
The important thing is it's authentic.
Right, just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense and reflects our perception of the poem, then perhaps there are no wrong answers.
Well, no matter what the real answer is, the guessing's all a part of the fun. Let's go look at the next one.
Oh yes, I want to see if there's any Mondstadt-style riddles.
Okay. Interesting. I'm just very curious. Do you actually sell anything? Oh. No. Alright, next one. Again, not really a poetry person.
This one says, oh, this handwriting is just awful.
Come on.
I have 4 corners like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I pass through the lips 1 piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind.
Is this like a person's personality? Like 4 corners is like 4... I was gonna say personalities, but then that's not exactly... I don't know.
Oh, wow, Paimon's drooling from that one. Is there really a food that can make you smarter? Paimon's gotta try that.
Of course you do, Paimon.
Oh, Paimon, you have to look past the surface level meaning with riddles, or you'll fail to plumb their depths.
Huh? So have you got any ideas, Shinjo?
Well,
Xingqiu just hung that riddle up a moment ago.
Oh, so this is Shinjo's riddle! You know, Paimon was expecting you to write something a little more...
The bad handwriting, wait a minute.
this festival is about building friendship and mutual understanding. With so many friends from Mondstadt present, I thought I'd try writing something more accessible and less flowery, so that more people could enjoy it.
Hey, not bad! So, buddy, does that mean you can tell your old pal Paimon the answer on the sly, or...?
Not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be revealed, just like everyone else.
Ha! Meanie!
If that's how you feel, why don't you try and stump me with a riddle of your own?
Maybe Paimon will! We'll see who stumps who! Traveler, you'll help help Paimon come up with a riddle, right?
Gladly.
Ha! At least you're nice to Paimon.
Then I look forward to seeing the fruits of your literary labors.
I was never good at this.
Prepare to get stumped!
Okay.
Even though Paimon said she'd write a riddle, Paimon really doesn't have any clue how. Let's start by reading a few more of other people's for inspiration. On 4 long legs, my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink not a sip. With a passionless face, I greet countless guests, whom I carry all day without needing to rest.
A chair. Is it a chair? Or a bench? Something you sit on.
Is this talking about some kind of animal?
Don't sit on an animal. A lot of animals need to eat.
It's a chair.
Thank you. I knew it.
Huh? Diona, how did you guess it so quickly? Wait, were you the one who wrote it? No, of course I didn't write it. The answer just popped into my head. I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from working all the time, so they shouldn't use them to sharpen their claws. Oh, okay. So a riddle needs to have a bait and switch. Are you trying to write one? Yep, and thanks to you, Paimon's just thought of one.
Oh.
Maybe I should try to come up with one too.
Yeah, come on.
All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Diona, do you want to know the answer? Nah, no need. I don't really care about winning a prize. Oh, okay then. Well, looks like it's time to carry on with the event. We should regroup with the others. Sure, have fun.
Okay. Oh. Again, I'm waiting for it to pick up a little bit, you know?
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling and riddling.
Oh, I like
Gather round and look this way. Venti and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own to the mix for good measure. Shortly, we'll randomly select a few to read aloud.
Okay, do we
If
shout out the
your riddle
answers?
gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly, the writer of the riddle gets a point. Sounds fair to me.
Okay.
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it's not too far-fetched.
You know what one of my favorite things in this game is when you've got like one of these cutscenes and there's just like a lizard at the back or like a crab or something. I don't know why I find it so intriguing.
That's right.
I just love it.
Now, if there are no more questions, it's time to reveal the first riddle.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points? Ugh. That means I have to be first to raise my hand.
Please choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Riddle number 1. Let me see here. This riddle is,
Jin
unique,
chose.
especially the handwriting. I have four corners, like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I pass through the lips, 1 piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind.
They drew Shincho's.
How bad is
Better
his
answer as quickly
writing?
as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to it.
I don't know. A person. Pizza.
It's
Pizza.
pizza. The answer is pizza.
Even without the author coming forward, I can confidently declare this answer wrong. I mean, how does eating pizza broaden your mind? And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken, pizza is round, is it not?
Not necessarily.
Like Mora meat?
Not necessarily.
Eating pizza makes you happy, and being happy makes it easier to face problems that need solving. So, okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this one.
Maybe it's some other kind of food. No. Riddles are never that simple.
I-
It needs to be something that makes people more intelligent.
Book!
If Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time.
Paimon!
What is it?
I got that before. Books.
Huh?
They're square. They got loads of big words baked into them. For every big word that passes through your lips as you read makes you smarter.
Oh,
That was actually pretty good. You know what?
Books! The answer is books!
Oh, bless her.
That was quicker than I expected. I was quite proud of that one.
That was pretty good, actually.
It
That
appears
stumped
the
me.
riddle writer has announced the answer. Okay, 1 point to Paimon.
Huh? So the answer was books? Oh, how did I not get that? Come on, Mika. Concentrate.
Yeah, come on.
We're awesome at this! Oh, what Paimon meant to say was that you're awesome at this.
It's fine.
Thanks for the point, Traveler.
On to riddle number 2.
Oh, no.
I gotta get in there first this time.
High above the wispy clouds, amidst the gloomy snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage. Looks like a poem from Liyue.
High above the wispy clouds, amidst the gloomy snow-filled shroud, standing alone on the icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage. Above the wispy clouds. Is it an Adeptus? Shenhe? I don't know.
Oh, it's...
I got it!
Mountains.
Looks like those two have some ideas. Could it be some kind of plant that lives in cold, high places?
Mika, please go ahead. As a full Knight of Favonius, you represent all of us from Mondstadt here.
No, how could I?
Why
You
is it?
thought of it first. You should be the one to guess.
Why is it like an
My
awkward
answer
couple?
isn't necessarily correct. Besides, it's first come, first served, and you beat me to it.
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, just one of you
were
hurry up,
just
please.
before me.
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitors are towards each other. A wonderful sight to see.
I think
How
it's just
about
awkward.
both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're both right, you'll each get a point.
Whoops, I didn't realize we'd made such a scene.
Oh, crud. I guess we dragged that out a bit. So, Noelle, what do you say?
Yes, let's. Our answer is...
Cecilia!
I wouldn't
Oh,
have
that
got that.
certainly sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer. A flower that blooms on the highest peaks and known for
Oh,
its exquisite
yeah.
beauty. The Cecilia is held by many Mondstadters to be the true wind bloom. Although, since the writer hasn't yet come forward to announce the answer, this probably wasn't the answer they were looking for. Sorry. Any other answers?
Oh, I can't believe I was wrong. Maybe it's a plant from Liyue.
I don't know.
Is the answer Genshin? The poem does evoke a strong sense of quiet, proud solitude in a high place.
Correct. I wrote this one. Genshin is the right answer.
Wait,
No! Shinjo got it before Paimon could.
is that?
However, after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. They definitely fit the description of a pure flower standing proudly and alone on high.
Wait, is she an Oceanid? The eyes. The only time we've ever seen those blue glowy eyes is an Oceanid. Who are you? Are you someone we've met?
So, I'd like to approve the answer from our two friends from Mondstadt as well.
Really? Oh, thank you so much. Well, since even the Riddler themselves agrees, all 3 contestants earn a point each.
Darn it! Shinjo's caught up to Paimon already!
We're only just getting started.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh? Why is the handwriting so floaty?
Paimon's.
What's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there. So full of mora it comes out the nose, but in the sea, glug glug glug, down it goes.
What's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there? So full of mora? Is it Paimon? But in the sea, glug glug glug, down it goes. I don't understand what that means. I have no idea.
That's Paimon's! They picked Paimon's riddle! Yay!
Is it Paimon? Start it up.
What is it? Why isn't anyone guessing? Is Paimon's riddle too hard?
That's not quite it. More like, it's so ludicrously simple that we just cannot believe it.
It's Paimon.
No way! Well, go on then. Tell us the answer if you're so sure.
The answer is Paimon.
What?
It's Paimon.
It's Paimon.
I was actually gonna say Paimon too.
Me too.
No! You're all completely wrong! How the heck did you all think the answer was Paimon?
Paimon, do you have wings behind your back?
No.
You're always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
And Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which must cost the traveler a lot of mora and meal expenses.
True.
I've heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea.
Oh, yeah,
So,
that makes
That
sense.
means Paimon can't swim. So if she fell in the sea, then...
Glug, glug, glug. Wait. Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer again?
Think about it for a moment.
No! You're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is obviously the Jade Chamber! You know, the Jade Chamber that's always flying up there in the sky?
Is that so? I still maintain that the riddle actually describes Paimon more
Actually, that
accurately.
was pretty good.
In
That-
fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the perfect riddle.
Huh? What do you want to add?
The traveler's companion and talkative guide, a praiseworthy presence always by their side.
Aw, do you mean it? Can we really add that part?
Paimon's the best travel companion ever.
You think so cute? Okay, then Paimon would like to announce that the correct answer to the riddle is the widely adored Paimon!
Paimon is like the Jade Chamber.
And with that, the widely adored Paimon has gifted a point each to everyone who answered just now.
Guessing riddles is a lot of fun. And even though Paimon didn't manage to beat Shinjo, Paimon still feels like she got a little smarter. Oh, didn't Changyu mention he was investigating something before? Let's go ask him about it.
Okay.
Silly
Alright. Oh. I was gonna ask if there's anyone else around, but I guess not.
Hey, you two!
There's 4.
Oh? Hi, Paimon. You know, for a moment there, I was worried I might lose to you.
Oh, are you collecting your prize right now?
I am
what is it?
indeed. Though, if you really want it, I'd be more than happy to give it to you.
Depends, what is it?
Wow, what is it?
Oh.
A most generous donation by yours truly as director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Namely, a buy one, get one free coupon for our high-end customized service package. It's a pleasant surprise to learn you're so interested in it, Paimon.
Honestly, having a death plan is great.
Nope, nuh-uh, no thank you, hard pass, you can keep it.
Are you sure? In that case, I'll gladly take it.
Here you are. Now remember, this package comes with our anytime, anywhere, on-demand collection service. Just give us a call and we'll be right there. With any luck, we'll still show up even if you're unable to call.
So, to what do we owe the honor, Paimon?
What do you mean we? Changyun's the one Paimon's looking for, not you. Wasn't he saying something about needing help?
Oh,
God,
yeah.
Paimon.
That.
How about I put it in riddle form?
No.
Isn't the competition over?
Fine, do it.
'Twas like a demon not demonic, or devil devoid of the diabolic. Afar it floated free above the ground, but when approached, though sought, naught could be found.
Oh my god, I've forgotten what their names are. Abysslings. It's an abyssling.
Sounds to me like you encountered a ghastly little ghosty in the wild.
A ghastly little ghostly.
Perhaps I should just explain it. Basically, while I was training this morning, I suddenly caught sight of a non-human entity.
Okay.
It was
Leeway.
floating in the air without any kind of external aid, and its body was almost transparent. At first I thought I'd finally encountered a demon that wasn't repelled by my pure yang spirit, and immediately prepared to exorcise it. But none of my methods had any effect on it, and when I went to try and get a closer look at it and tried to ascertain what I was dealing with, it disappeared into thin air.
Oh,
You're sure it's not a ghost or spirit of some kind?
it's not Shenhe's little, like... ice I don't know what it's called.
Quite sure.
Ice thing.
I could sense that it had a physical body, and if it were a spirit, I'm sure it would have been scared away long before I saw it. It's all my fault. I got overexcited, and in my haste, I didn't ascertain its true nature before taking action. Thinking back on it, if it wasn't an evil spirit, maybe I offended some kind of adeptus, or illuminated beast.
You shouldn't blame yourself. It was something you'd never seen before. Anyone else would have reacted the same way.
True.
Besides, we're making up for it now by doing our best to find out the truth.
Any thoughts, Venti? Have you managed to untangle Chongyun's twisted tail?
Why don't you take a guess first, Hu Tao?
It's Abyssling or Shenhe.
That means you have.
I can't be absolutely certain, but I'm reasonably sure it's not what Liyue would call an evil spirit or demon. So whatever it is, it's not dangerous.
A Sealy? No, it had a physical body.
How about this? We can incorporate a search element into tomorrow's poetry activity.
Oh, does that mean we get to play outside while we write poetry?
We're outside now, Paimon.
Close, but no. Good ideas
But no.
could just pop into your head out of thin air, but if you ask me, everyone should relax tonight and get a good rest before tomorrow.
You say that, but your gaze keeps drifting over towards the wine stand.
Yeah, let's get drunk. Ah, that's part 1 done. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, I want to see about that woman. Ooh. Ooh, look at Diona. Oh, that's cute. Okay. So, actually, one thing. So, I edited the first part of the event earlier today, and I realized that Chongyun is speaking about a demon that was, like, translucent but had a body. Also, we saw that lady with the glowy blue eyes. I'm 100% sure she's an Oceanid. Like, 100% sure. Okay, maybe, like, 70% sure, but, like, I'm 99% sure it's that. I just threw out like 1,000 numbers. But you know what? It's fine. Hey, everyone!
Wow, everyone got here so early.
The sun is shining bright today. As soon as that leaf floats past Stonegate, we shall reveal today's poetry theme.
The theme of the second day of the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala is pairing couplets.
Okay.
Pairing couplets. Oh, I've heard of that. It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules. Kind of like a fill-in-the-blanks game, but for poetry.
Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest borers and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrooms. Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or couplet.
Okay.
As long as you take inspiration from the wide world around you, you'll find it's not so difficult after all.
I'm sure it will be,
The
but
two
we'll get
lines
there.
should be neatly matched, complementing each other both semantically and rhythmically. In essence, it's just like most other forms of poetry.
To buoy your imaginations and allow the winds of
Boy.
inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration walk.
An inspiration walk?
By inspiration walk, we simply mean wandering around in the wild, taking in the scenery and pocketing any poetic thoughts. Of course, to all our friends, old and new, please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked for the month ahead. And if there's any more demand, I'll be the only one with a smile on my face.
Hoot out. I
In
love you.
short,
Oh,
please
amazing.
roam freely as the mood takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of our two beautiful nations and fill your imaginations with the most pleasing of poetry. We will all reconvene here tonight. Traveler, can you round up Xingqiu, Chongyun, and the Mondstadt contingent? I have a favor to ask of you.
We're going
Is it
to
that
look
thing
for a
from
demon.
yesterday?
No problem.
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
Thanks, Fenty.
So, we hope that each of you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you sure this is okay? It was just something I ran into, and now we're imposing my business on everyone else.
Oh, please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun. Master Jean ordered us to work with you however we can to improve cooperation. Helping each other out is exactly what we're here for.
Okay.
Besides, investigating any strange occurrences near Mondstadt and making a report to the Knights of Favonius is also part of our job.
I don't mind either, because while we're out, I can look for new cocktail ingredients too. Just think of it like an outing with friends. It'll be fun.
No need to feel bad.
The way I see it, you should just humbly accept their willingness to help.
All right. In that case, thank you all very much. I will be sure to repay your kindness someday.
Now, how about we split into two groups for the day?
You mean to cover more ground?
Not just that. Don't forget, this is still part of the Poetry Gala. If we all see the same sights and sounds during our inspiration walk, how can we write unique poems?
Where's Hootao?
That's true. But how do we decide who goes in which group?
Why don't we draw lots?
Yeah! That'll make things even more fun.
Will it?
Drawing lots? But what if I end up with the Liyue crowd, and I can't think of anything to say to them?
I've got the slips of paper here. Who wants to go first?
Oh, Paimon! Paimon wants to go first.
Okay, so that's the Traveler, Paimon, Diona, and Chongyun in one group.
Yay!
And Xingqiu, Rika, and Noelle in the other.
What a relief. At least I'll have Noelle with me.
Then I humbly place myself at your instruction.
Oh, I don't think... that won't be...
Why do I
await
kind
your
of
guidance.
ship them two? Like, Mika and Noelle. I don't know why. I just, taking a scroll, that's the plan.
Take care, everyone. See you all tonight.
I don't know why I just like them together. I think they're such a cool duo.
Did anyone forget to bring anything? If not, then let's get going. Dun, 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 dun. Come on.
Wow. Are those ears and tail real? So fluffy.
Chungi,
All
stop
right.
it.
Miss Diona, is there some place in particular you would like to go?
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw it last time?
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, Inazuma has yokais, which are like spirit things or like things that come alive. Liyue has the Adeptus and Illuminated Beast, and then Mondstadt has just like cat people. It must be pretty weird. So why doesn't he think that she's just an Illuminated Beast then? I don't know. Lead the way, Captain Chongyun.
Captain? Hey, quit messing around.
Oh, let us have some fun. Come on. Zhao! I bet you Shao already knows this notion. Tears among the leaves. Ooh.
Enjoy your inspiration walks. I'm looking forward to some splendid poetry tonight.
Is there more poems here? Upon thieving hearts, its essence lies, not a shiver, not in silver nor gold, but gilded nests. This emblem grants them courage to rise, and summons the raven as a noble guest. I have no idea what that means. Also, Mika's somewhat a healer, isn't he? I do wonder where this quest is going to.
Right over there, next to the water. That's where I saw it. But it was a little foggy at the time, so I didn't get a clear look.
Ocean.
The view from here is great, but there's kind of a gloomy atmosphere around here. Is this the kind of place you like to take a walk?
I wasn't taking a walk. I come here to train.
Train? Like how knights train for combat?
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue, my training involves practicing techniques for the exorcism of evil spirits.
Exorcism?
We forget that she's a child.
I've always wanted to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but it's a pity. I've never actually gotten the chance.
Chongyun is 1 in a million. He has pure yang spirit, so as soon as he gets close, evil spirits run and hide. Huh? Isn't that a good thing?
It's awful. Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
Your physical constitution is far rarer than the techniques still passed down by exorcists today. You should treasure it.
He just
Conqueror
appeared.
of demons.
Is that a friend of yours? Yep, this is Xiao, an Adeptus of Liyue. An Adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before. Hello, Mr. Adeptus?
Do you know what's quite interesting? Is because obviously, like, the different regions have different, like, lore and inspirations. And obviously, like I was just saying, about, like, Liyue having Adeptus and Illuminated Beasts, and Inazuma having yokai, and then, obviously, Diona being a cat. It's quite interesting when they interact, because obviously they probably never really seen anything like it, or heard about it. Which is a bit weird that they haven't heard about it, but...
Just call me Shao.
So, are you here to train too? Or are you out for an inspiration walk?
When I heard about the exorcist's encounter, my suspicions were roused.
Sorry, I remember
That's why I'm here.
That's what I was going to say as well. It's almost like you're kind of relearning the area from like someone else's perspective, which is quite interesting, and it's nice to go back to these areas and have that kind of again. Because I don't really think we learned anything about Diona or really much about his yang energy. I mean, we know a lot about the Adeptus and the Illuminated Beast, but also we don't. Or as far as I'm aware. So yeah, it's quite interesting having the other characters be like, what? What are you on about? What is that?
I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary, return immediately and leave it to me.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to drag even the Conqueror of Demons into this.
I have already patrolled the area and found nothing amiss. Either the anomaly you encountered was no evil spirit, or perhaps it already left.
I guess that means we came all this way for nothing.
Oh,
If there's no other business, I'll be taking my leave now.
wait, is it the boss? You know, the first ever Oceanid, what's her name? Wait, come on an inspiration walk with us. Come on.
Yeah, you should come. There's no one else around here anyway, so you don't need to worry.
But
No excuses.
I would also be honored if you joined us, Adeptus Xiao. It is a rare opportunity, and I have many questions about exorcising evil spirits that I would like to ask you.
Come on, Xiao.
fine.
Yay!
Seems like this Adeptus is pretty shy. Or maybe all the Adepti in Liyue are like this.
Team Chongyun has a new member! Yay!
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Xiao is joining us, if anyone's team leader, it should be...
Don't overthink it! Diona, didn't you say you wanted to find some new ingredients?
Yeah, I don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new ingredients while I'm here. I've heard that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire. Is that true? I'm gonna mix them into my drinks and give it a try.
Uh-huh. Julian chilies. I'm not sure that would taste very good.
I think that's the point.
Really? Perfect! Let's go pick a whole bunch of them.
What the...
How do we tell them that she's trying to overthrow the alcohol business and she wants to stop it?
As well as Jueyun chilies, I also need some slime condensate or loach pearls.
Are those really fit for human consumption? This is starting to sound like something Xiangling would make.
They should so meet. Wait, I'm so curious. How do they have these? Oh, well, my traveler's just my traveler. I thought I built my traveler. Anyway. We got Xiao with his signature. Okay. Why would you put that on him? And we also got a C3. When in the party and not on the field, Xiao's... Oh, I didn't know that was his. I think... Wait, what's my Xiao? My Xiao's just C0. We got Chongyun again at C3. Same thing. I'm also going to try and get these weapons. I think they're really cool weapons. And I think it'll be fun to grab them. And then Diona is on... Oh. I think probably the other one would have been better, but you know. Okay, interesting. I didn't realize we're actually going to have... I'm going to use Xiao. What's this? What is this? What is this thing? Okay, that was interesting. Anyway. Let's pick up. Okay.
Scratch that. Shaken and stirred.
Yeah, I don't think
Swift
I like
and
this
merciful. Boring.
We have ice shout. Ha ha ha. Cryo shout, sorry. Oh. That's quite a deadly attack, actually.
Okay, this should be enough.
Diona, you seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to people of all tastes.
What? No, never! I hate alcohol! When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes, they just sleep on the floor all night. Alcohol is the root of all kinds of evil. So, I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is. Nothing can stand in my way. If it means coming out to Liyue every day to pick fresh Jueyun chilies, then so be it.
Is it really worth all that effort?
Doesn't she have a thing that she can't make a bad drink?
Yeah. Because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't woken up to the truth of how bad alcohol is, they even keep praising my drinks. It makes me furious!
Yeah.
But how is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff you're throwing into their drinks, it must taste absolutely vile, surely.
Are you calling me a liar? Well, if you don't believe me, I'll fix you a drink right now.
I
Then
think
you'll
Chongyun's a child, so...
No need.
How old is Chongyun?
Just you wait.
Oh no. Is she really going to add those Jueyun chilies?
If her claims are true, perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
I don't see how it could have anything to do with her. Unless she's under the influence of some kind of power? Maybe an evil spirit.
No, Chongyun.
No. I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something else. Something rather special.
Oh?
In Liyue, we might say this child has adeptal affinity.
It's ready. Here, I made one for Xiao too.
Wait, that was always my theory. My theory was that, like... Wait, what was my theory? That, like, the Adeptus were... Obviously, they're, like, animal or illuminated beasts, so they all have, like, animal-y influences, whether real or not. So I always thought that Diona was, like, an Adeptus, because I was thinking, like, if an Adeptus and a human had a child, they would be an illuminated beast as well, right? Kind of a bit like... No, Ganyu's... Oh, I'm getting confused between Adeptus and illuminated beast. Anyway, she could be, like, a hybrid, like, half, or, like... Obviously, it'll be further down because we know who her dad is. So, like, maybe it's, like, the features passed through his generation, so she's actually, like, related to a really old Adeptus. That was a cat. Is that a good theory? I don't know. Wait. How old's Chongyun? Chongyun's 17. So, he should not be drinking. Especially for my legal age here, so.
Oh boy. Look at that color. Yep. She definitely added Jueyun chilies.
What's wrong? You're not allergic to anything, are you? Don't worry. There isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a seasoning of Jueyun chilies and finished with frog legs.
Cool.
Surely there's no way this can possibly taste good.
Oh. No, I want them to drink it. Oh, Zhao drank it.
Xiao downed it in a single gulp. great. If the Conqueror of Demons drank it, it'd be rude of me to refuse. Oh.
Chongyun drank his too. Is he gonna be okay?
It's fine.
This drink is...
delicious! It does have a touch of Juyun chili, but it isn't at all overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu makes to mess with me. It's crisp and refreshing, with just a hint of numbness, and the Juyun chili flavor combines with the smooth but not slimy texture of the frog legs to form a heavenly mixture. And oh, the slimes! Can we talk about the slimes? Before this, I never knew that they had such a pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain. The power and purity of nature distilled into a cup. Amazing! Simply unbelievable!
Alright, Chongyun.
That's right. Slimes are absolutely sublime. Oh, I failed again! But wait, what's gotten into Chongyun? He's been so quiet up until now.
Are you okay?
I'm great, and I gotta try another. Diona, if you please, one more. Okay. I think I've calmed down a bit. I'm sorry. I can't believe I let you all see me like that.
I love when people get excited.
It's fine. My fault for not checking your spice tolerance first. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Actually, before I drank it, I very much doubted what you said about your drinks.
Who'd have thought it? Diona and Chongyun are actually kind of similar.
Yeah.
Xiao? What's wrong?
Look over there.
Ocean it.
You mean the leaf?
Something's written on it.
What? You can see that from over here?
Let's grab it and take a look.
Oh yeah, or it'll get swept away.
It's fine, we can swim.
Useless. Boring.
That was easy.
There's a poem written on it.
Oh.
The Conqueror of Demons has truly amazing vision.
Let Paimon see.
Oh god. The sky that night blossomed with flowers, the stars that night hummed like bees, in search of nectar and of dreams, and we that night were as new as the dew, under moonlight flowing like silken honey, our words sweet as we sat by the spring, but I turned and left you alone. This poem in my heart left unspoken, and since then the stars do not twinkle, the moon is ice cold. I hid them neath the water, but your tears fall and find them. I have no idea.
It sounds like the author is writing about the first time they met their true love.
Maybe. Poetry and stuff, like, just goes over my head. I'm such a, like... I don't like the whole, like, reading between the lines thing. Like, just tell me how it is. That's all I need. I don't need any more information.
Although the following lines suggest that they didn't end up together.
Why write a poem on a fallen leaf?
Maybe it's like symbolizes poetry? I don't know.
The flowing waters are ruthless. They carry the leaves away with the current. This poem would likely have vanished into the void had we not found it. It makes no sense to me.
Sometimes people write poems simply to express themselves. It doesn't matter if anyone reads it, yeah?
That's true. I've heard Xingqiu say something similar before. When there's things that you're unable to say, or just never had the chance to say before it was too late, if it can be put on paper, it can be expressed as poetry.
Is it kind of like wishing at a fountain? I used to do that sometimes when I was little. So, that means that our mystery poet was probably hoping that someone would read it, right?
You think? Then should we write a poem in reply?
But we don't know who wrote it. How can we reply?
Why not go upstream?
Upstream? Why?
The ink looks fresh. It can't have been written too long ago. This withered leaf floated down with the current. If we travel further upstream and drop a leaf into the same waters, it should be carried down past the original writer.
Cool! Aw, this is so romantic! Communicating with a mystery person using poems on fallen leaves!
It is.
But how do we make sure that they'll receive it?
We can write extra copies and drop the leaves in different places. As they say, where there's a will, there's a way. Surely at least one of our leaves will find a path.
Either way, it's our only option.
Then let's make like a tree and head upstream! Upstream, upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet?
So I'm not too sure if that clip had my audio or not, but if it didn't, oh well. I've already finished writing it. Oh. Amidst the dark, fire flows go. Pebbles are moved by the stream's flow. If words yet remain, and love holds to the last, against the world can a small stand fast. In honeyed moonlight, you may once more bask.
Ooh, great! Now give it here, and Paimon will toss it into the water!
Right then. This was a great suggestion, Xiao. Seems like the idea of getting involved has grown on you. He wants to figure out what this thing is.
Things you never had the chance to say before it was too late. When silence is the final word, we mourn the loss of things unheard.
Ooh. Oh, I like that line. You should try writing a poem too, Xiao.
I have little talent for, nor knowledge of poetry.
The leaf's in the water! Look, it's like a little boat. Merrily, merrily down the stream, life is but a dream.
We should probably pick up the pace. We still have a few more leaves to set afloat, and we need to get back before it gets dark.
Okay, let's go! Uh-huh. What's this? You two having a private chat?
We're just looking lovingly into each other's eyes.
It's nothing.
We're having a
I
moment.
just hope this isn't all in vain.
Oh. Oh, we're doing a split timeline story. Oh, that's cool. I love when they do this.
The scenery here is quite beautiful. Let's pause here to seek some inspiration.
Should we set up camp? Oh, please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all that.
Okay. Well, I'll conduct reconnaissance nearby to ensure this area is safe, and see if I can't scavenge any firewood or food while I'm at it.
Wait, reconnaissance?
It
These
means
guys are
survey
always
the environment and plan our route forward. It's the foundation of all operations while out in the wild.
Are all inspiration walks in Mondstadt this complicated? They're acting like this is completely normal. Am I the weirdo here? In that case, I'll conduct reconnaissance with Mika.
Huh? Oh, okay then. Crumbs. Now I have to try and make small talk. Should I mention the scenery? The weather?
Well, if you're in the UK,
Very
that's
well.
all we talk about.
Then leave the camp to me.
So, Xingqiu, do you, go on inspiration walks often, or
I do. I always get bored when I'm cooped up at home. So I head out for a stroll. Life gets busy. You have to steal a moment of leisure when you can.
Cool. Oh, over there, firewood.
Kapow! Okay, Noelle?
Have fun, you two. I'll have the tent set up soon.
Cool. How are these guys built? I always have to look. Okay, that's a good weapon for you. Not bad, actually. And... oh, this is my Sincho. Oh! Is it because my... so is it because my Sincho is higher constellations and level that they've used mine? Is that what they've done? Because what's my Mika at? I'm pretty sure I've leveled him up. Here you go. Oh no. Maybe it's because it doesn't have artifacts. I need to get more of that stuff. The what's it? No blessed. Right, there we go. What are we doing? I don't really think these two are good together. Oh, who has the higher crit rate? 57. 47. Oh, theirs has. Jeez. Anyway, sorry, I get distracted really easily. We should know this by now.
Precision strike!
Ooh!
Witness the power of Gugwa! Know my sword! Yeah.
Who's doing what? This is such a weird battle.
Let's keep going, team.
There we go. Pick up. I don't even know what his... honestly, I haven't used Mika at all. But I guess you could kind of use him with anyone. That you wanted to make physical at least. Where am I going? Look for ingredients.
Body and mind.
Oh, berries.
With this wood and the food I brought along, we can definitely put together a decent lunch.
You've got quite a knack at wilderness survival. I'll give you that.
We just got berries.
Thanks. I was on an expedition with the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius for a while, not too long ago. I was in charge of surveying and mapping.
Oh? You sound like a character from an adventure novel. Charging across the world, sword in hand.
What? No, I'm nowhere near as amazing as all that. If I really run into a powerful enemy, I always leave it for someone stronger to deal with.
Yeah, same.
You're too modest, Mika. A hero is measured not by the blood on his sword, but by what's in his heart. As long as a righteous heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest, no matter where you go or what you have achieved, you may be called a hero.
That all sounded pretty profound. Well, I've never even thought about any of that before.
Hello? Are you okay? Maybe we should return, lest Noelle be forced to wait on us.
Oh, sure.
You know, I am quite enjoying the interactions between the characters. I saw a couple of, like, negative things on Twitter, but I try and stay off Twitter when I haven't actually done events because, well, pretty much everything gets spoiled.
Neutralizing threats!
Alright, anyway. We're back! Oh, wow, she set up a whole tent.
But you're back! Did everything go smoothly? Do you need a cloth to wipe the sweat from your brow?
No need, thanks. All clear. There's no danger in the vicinity. Noelle, your cooking is amazing. Every single dish is so tasty.
Truly astounding. I never imagined it was possible to enjoy such a satisfying meal in the great outdoors.
Really? Then what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Berries.
Oh, well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks to take with me. Add in whatever fruit I pick along the way, and that's my lunch.
By sneaking out, you mean running away from home?
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you get caught, won't you get disciplined?
So, just don't get caught.
Huh.
Yeah.
Anyway, did anything interesting come up while you were out scouting?
Berries.
Well, Xingqiu and I talked about what it means to be a hero. Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu's definition, you should be considered a hero too, Noelle.
Huh? Me?
You're always happy to help everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, but whenever we're out training, you help out the citizens of Mondstadt. Oh, remember that time when a giant boulder was blocking the road? You cut it in two with a single blow.
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic spirit and incredible martial prowess.
Don't. Oh, please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do. Finding inspiration.
Miss Hu Tao said something about pocketing our poetic thoughts. But so far, all we've done is gather some firewood and cook lunch. I have no idea what to write.
You can write about anything. Looking at Core Lapis, one can't help but wonder if one's own heart is as bright and clear as jade. Observing silk, so bright and beautiful, one pauses to consider whether it ever feels the sadness and sorrow that humans do.
So we have to connect our internal world with the external one?
Exactly. But that's just one of many possible methods. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
That's her.
Huh? Wait! I saw her at the gala yesterday. She wrote one of the riddles we answered. Why don't we go say hi?
The Oceanid. Do I have Noelle in the team now? How have they built the Noelle? Defense. Noblest. C3. Alright, not too bad.
I must leave no stone unturned. Huh.
She has to be an Oceanid. I'm so convinced. It's the eyes. Oh.
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Hello. Are you here on your inspiration walk too?
Yes.
There's a chest
Allow me
over
to
there.
introduce ourselves. I am Xingqiu, and this is Noelle and Mika.
Hi.
Thank you for accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday.
Oh, don't mention it. It's all in good fun. I'm Caliroe.
So, Miss Caliroe, are you from Fontaine?
She is, because she's an Oceanid. Sorry, I'm just going to Google this name. I knew I shouldn't have looked this up yet. But, okay, if you don't want, like, I guess spoilers for this, skip. But if you've probably already done it. But it says, in Greek mythology, Kala, or however you say it, means beautiful flow and beautiful stream. Was one of the Oceanids, daughter of the Titans, Oceanus and Theus? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, Oceanids are actually like a real thing? Wait a second. Greek mythology. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's a theory there. Huh. Okay. That's actually quite interesting. I didn't realize that it was actually... I didn't realize oceans were actually a thing. Oh. A maiden who was loved by choruses? Who's choruses? An autocathon. Who, together with Epicurus, the son of Castor... You know what? Greek and Roman mythology is so difficult. Well, this is Greek, but I just get so confused. And now I'm like literally on a... Okay. Apparently a priest? Huh. You know, there is definitely some connection in theories surrounding that, which I'm going to look into later, because I really want to start making lore videos, but like, I need time. Anyway.
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry event being held at Stone Gate. It looked fun, so I thought I'd drop in.
Your riddle yesterday made quite an impression on me. It was uniquely evocative. Have you studied Liyue poetry before?
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few things here and there from chatting with people throughout my travels. Amazing! So you're a natural poet.
We noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away. Are you drawing poetic inspiration from the flowing current beneath your feet?
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
Well, since we're all here, why not head back with us to the venue for tonight's festivities? It's getting late after all.
Huh? Are you sure?
We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mingling of ideas will give rise to new inspiration.
Well, I'd personally like to hear Miss Callie Rowe's couplet. I'm sure I can learn something. Well, if you're all in agreement, I've got no reason not to join you.
Is this gonna be... Oh, that's actually really sweet. I like that. I'm so like, I love the fact that we're meeting more oceanids now. I just want more, like, lore about them, you know?
Woohoo! The first team is back, right on schedule.
Huh? The others have yet to return?
Come on! Let's hurry!
We're not too late, are we?
Just how far did you all go?
Everyone catch your breath. Come on, deep breaths. 1, 2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started yet.
We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted.
Since when do you get tired from flying? I mean, it must take some type of force to fly like this.
Paimon gets tired if she has to fly too fast. Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Paimon's hands are cramping up. Sounds like someone needs to exercise more. Huh? You guys picked up a new teammate while you were out?
Indeed. This is Callie Rowe. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone.
I'm excited to see where this goes now.
But you're not the only ones who's called in reinforcements. Look who we got! Wait. Xiao? Where'd he go? Xiao, come on out!
Now that we've all regrouped, let's Huh. Scratch that. Looks like we're still waiting on my co-host.
They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed at night. But Director Hootal's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
Are the theatrics really necessary? We're already on day 2 of the festival. The opening ceremony is over.
Let her have fun, Paimon.
But my dear, dear Paimon, it seems you are not yet aware. That was not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Director Who's manner is as exuberant as ever. It always makes quite an impression.
Oh my god, Zhongli and Venti again together? Oh my god.
Oh boy! Now this is a surprise.
Mr. Zhongli, I hope you are well.
Xingqiu, what can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli? He seems like somebody very important.
He's the Archon?
Yes, he's held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhongli, a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and poetic. He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert, and so we have invited him here tonight to judge the compositions.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Yeah, enough with the modesty already. If I didn't know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on judging.
Please rest assured that I shall rise to the occasion, Director.
Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! Equal numbers on both sides.
Huh? Are you counting me too?
Join us.
Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
With our Fontaine friend present, perhaps we should rename this event to the Three Nations Congenial Poetry Gala.
Actually, I'm sure
Also,
Farina
I'm
will love it.
just noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. That kind of puts Team Traveler at a bit of a disadvantage.
Rude.
Well, how about this? I'll join in as well. Director Hootal, here to help out in your hour of greatest need. What does everyone think?
Naturally, the more the merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Then it's settled. Everyone else in the audience, feel free to join in too and support your favorite team.
What about me? Shall I keep track of the score?
No need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive. But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
I concur, Director. Moreover, it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions. Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation? The aim being for all participants to enjoy themselves.
That's a relief. I was so nervous about this, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty relaxed.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquently. So, without further ado, I shall pass the baton to Venti.
No problem. Friends old and new, put on your thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
Okay. I still don't really understand what it is, but you know
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution to inspire others to share their brilliance. Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of one already? Oh, he seems like a real expert at this.
Shinue Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Shinue Kiosk. Contemporary tastes? I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time. That was quite ancient. The weather was terrible that day. Okay, I got something. Surrounded by history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
Wow! Changyun completed the couplet!
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair.
Oh, okay.
The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene. The other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky. All right then. I guess I'll start the next couplet. Mind pines for Mingyun. Flesh confined to Qingse. Spirit striding high on Zheyun's clouds.
Oh, Changyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh! Soul shines like jadestone, dressed in finest silkware. Lucent heart still beats within me now.
Wow,
That
how
was
did
pretty
Noel
good,
do
actually.
that?
I like that one. I
A
got that one.
superb line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects, truly the work of a skilled poet.
That was a commendable couplet.
All
Well
thanks
done.
to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk.
I'd like to start the next couplet. Up into the misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Lotus seed and bird egg soup?
What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet?
No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them.
Same.
But when I heard lotus seed and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
Got it.
North beyond the Starfell Lake. South across the windswept plains. Just for berries squeezed and mint infused.
No wonder everyone praises the traveler so highly. You answered so quickly.
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there. The two of you are clearly both seasoned travelers.
Oh, Zhongli, you
Does
know.
this mean I helped? Meowsa!
Meowsa. You saved the day. Thanks, Diona.
Hey now, Zhongli. Don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. After all, I'm here to take the heat. Then allow me to try another. Qingxin has no heart. Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Qingxin? This is a hard one to match.
The Jin... Is it... I'm sorry. Part of means heart. But the flower itself has no heart. It's the meaning. Like the thought. I don't know.
Sweet dream is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet dream. Does that really match?
Since the suitability of the match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Genshin?
Sweet Dream is a type of dessert.
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep well, right? You're amazing!
No. Actually, we sleep peacefully at night because Xiao is there to protect everyone. Oh, that's nice.
Then I agree. The two halves of the couplet match. This point is well deserved.
Points for me, points for thee. This judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little. Go nuts!
Okay.
Oh? In that case, why don't you finish this one for me, Hu Tao? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night. Celebrate with circle of friends.
Oh, square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice, decorate with cuboids of meat.
Huh? What the?
Ah, we have ourselves a pedant's couplet. The two halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
All of this literature talk is going over my head.
So verbose. Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
I love her.
Of course you did. I presumed it went without saying.
Ahem. Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in 2 styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lots. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pot.
Huh?
So that's a pedant's couplet. Paimon thinks she can do that too. I thought of one. Wolf hooks can't hook Baron Bunny. Aw, that's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
Oh god, we got a fan.
Huh?
Now, that's the passion we like to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically 1 word too long.
In that case, Whopper flowers can't whop Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, this Mondstadter's got talents.
I'm so relieved I at least managed to get one.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs.
Wow, Noelle came up with another one. Come on, match the couplet. Paimon knows you can do it.
Why don't you try it, Paimon? Clear Springs.
Do you really think Paimon has what it takes?
Match each word 1 by 1 and you'll be fine.
Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl. Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe, beating up the eye of the storm.
Great job.
What? Really?
Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea.
Really? Maybe Paimon has a knack for this after all.
Oh, bless her.
It appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
Reluctantly disappears.
Paimon's so happy! Paimon managed to match a bunch of couplets at the end. You did hear them all, right?
I really enjoyed myself too. Oh, I never knew Liyue's couplet poetry was so much fun.
You were amazing today, Noelle. You did so many couplets. Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs. Paimon never could have thought of that.
Wait a second. Oh, it is a real book. I thought it was, but I was like, am I imagining things?
Miss Kelly Roy, are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask.
Sure.
Have all of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
I've read it before.
I haven't actually read it.
My dad told me the story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy.
Oh yes, the story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moonlight in a faraway land. The boy poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy. But the spring fairy didn't understand human love and was afraid that making a promise to him would ultimately end in tragedy. And so,
I love when Genshin does this. When they have like books and stuff and they actually turn it into events and have characters, like, because we kind of do know that from the whole Sumeru quest, that like books, like fairy tales, are kind of like the easiest way to keep records of the history of Teyvat, because Irminsul can change history. So they, yeah, love that.
I don't know if Diona's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
In the end, the spring fairy left the boy and was never heard from again.
Ah, yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man. But he never stopped believing that the fairy was real, and not just a dream.
Sounds like a tragic tale.
So, what do you guys think of the spring fairy in the story?
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up.
Well, do you think she should go back and see that boy again, if she ever had another chance?
Now? But isn't he an old man by the end of the story?
Isn't it a bit late? What if it just led to more regrets? Oh, sorry. Oh, maybe I'm being too pessimistic.
Maybe.
If Paimon was that boy... Actually, Paimon would definitely want to see the spring fairy again, no matter how old Paimon got. After all, she's the love of his life, right?
I see.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf Bard. If you get involved, you'll only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
I never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, Paimon. But the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
Do we have to share our own poems with everyone?
That's right. If you're not feeling confident, don't worry. It's never too late to register for Venti's Poetry Cram class.
I'll sign up.
Oh, me too.
Hold on there, Buster. Before you start peddling your classes, just how much freedom is there with this freestyle poetry exactly? Aren't there any requirements at all?
It's as free as the winds that blow, and there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. So long as it comes from the heart, you're welcome to put it into poetry. Give it a try. There's no better chance to express your innermost thoughts.
Whoa, that's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels, or maybe all the food that the travelers cooked for Paimon.
Maybe.
Will you come too, Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write.
Oh, yes. I'll be there.
Ugh, Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again. All right, I shall leave you to
Oh yeah, he's
privately
allergic to
ponder your
cats,
poems
isn't he?
and bid you all good night. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Oh, no one's around.
That was a refreshing sleep. Let's go to the venue. Paimon's really looking forward to hearing everyone's poems.
Same, let's go. Da-la, 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 da-la. I was excited.
Huh? Looks like we're a few people short today.
Morning, friends. Singcho said he wants to take some time and focus on writing poems, so he'll join us later.
Okay.
Noelle has other duties today, so she asked me to tell everyone not to wait up for her.
Oh.
Okay, well, never mind. What about Kelly Roy, though? She said she'd be here.
I got here really early, but I haven't seen her yet.
Are you talking about the girl with the blue hair? I saw her on the bridge near Dihua Marsh during my morning training. She looked a little upset, so I didn't want to disturb her.
Upset? Oh no, what should we do? Was it something we said last night? Oh, Paimon's worried.
We should go find her. Also, it's weird that there's Donut, Mika, and Chanyu. They're all cryo characters.
I agree. If she's run into some kind of trouble, I'd like to help her.
Huh? You're all going? Then I'm coming too.
All right, let's go.
Shall we start with the bridge? We're all here a little early, so there should be time.
Good idea. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Jiffy. Such a, like, British word. Heart of the deep. Okay, let's change team then. Alright, we're bringing this team. We're bringing Chi-Chi because she's probably going to have to be the main DPS. Because I believe Chi-Chi is the only one that's actually, like, properly built. Yeah.
Oh, so this is the place? We ran into her here yesterday, too. She looked like something was weighing on her mind then as well.
It's also not far from where we were dropping those leaves.
Huh. Leaves?
Oh, right. We were so busy matching couplets we forgot to mention.
Who's that man?
Interesting. I wonder, could Miss Callie Roy have been the one who wrote that poem on the leaf?
What makes you say that?
Oh, sorry. Nothing. Well, nothing concrete. Just a hunch, I guess. It's just, that poem on the leaf kinda gave me the same feeling as when I saw her yesterday. So much sadness.
Now that you mention it, this is upstream from where we found the poem.
Huh? Hey, look! Over there! Another leaf! Wow, you're right! And this one has writing on it too! After that leaf!
Okay. I just want to grab this though. Oh, fish. Oh, where am I going? Where's the leaf? Oh.
Oh, why does it have to float so quickly?
Oh. We're literally like chasing after it.
Fourth, my blade.
Final warning.
Oh yeah, my Chi-Chi's using this set, which is where the pop's coming from. It's very good, I love it. I'm gonna stay away from these guys. Oh. No.
Rise.
Master.
What thing?
Can't you just fly over and grab it? But Paimon can't swim. What if Paimon accidentally falls into the water?
Oh, this is like, we're fully going on like an adventure. Okay, that's fine. We'll get Changyu out. Here we are.
It stopped.
No!
Where is it? Oh. Oh. Not me not being able to see it. Oh, pick it up. Changyu. There you go.
Whew. We finally caught it.
Are the words still legible? Or have they been washed out?
Looks like the ink's intact. Let Paimon take a look at what it says.
The desire remains, but the time is past. But the time is past. The boy by the spring grows frail too fast. But when dreams flow to fruition, where streams join the sea, we'll journey in an endless ravine.
Huh? This is related to the poem we wrote in reply yesterday. She must have picked up one of our leaves. Spring. Young boy. It's looking a lot like Callie Roe was the one who wrote this. She seems to care a lot about that story, huh? Actually, when Paimon first saw her, Paimon was wondering, do you think... is it possible that she's,
They're hinting at it now. But obviously the other guys don't know what an ocean it is. Or do they? I don't know. Let's just focus on finding her first.
Based on the current and accounting for wind strength, everyone, please follow me.
Okay.
This should be far enough upstream. Let's split up and search the area.
Mm-hmm.
Callie Roe! Callie Roe!
Yeah, this area is one of my favorite areas. I absolutely love it. Right. Where are you? Oh no, she's being attacked.
She's surrounded by hilly churls! Let's go save her!
Now's our chance!
Can't handle your drink? Huh? Yeah!
A touch of frost. Submit for judgment. Swift and merciful.
Orders given. Orders received. Go.
Well, this didn't go very well, did it?
Neutralizing threats!
The scourge of evil remains.
Changyu, you died again. Are you kidding me?
Engaging!
Wheel of life.
Pew pew!
Providing cover fire.
Forth, my blade.
No, stop attacking the thing. Ah!
Look at you, boozhound! Yeah!
A touch of frost. Spirit blade.
Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Let's keep going, team.
On the rocks!
Go.
Okay, that was a lot more difficult battle than I expected.
Callie Roe, are you okay? What's that?
Oh.
It's a huge water droplet.
This is exactly what I saw the other day.
She's not an oceanid?
Huh? Why are you all looking at me like that? Oh no! My body... is it...
That voice is definitely Callie Roy's.
How did this happen? Please wait a moment.
She's a hydrodelian.
Did I use up too much energy?
How did you... What's going on here? Miss Callie Roe, are you some kind of adeptus?
No. I'm so sorry for deceiving you all for so long. Actually, I'm an Oceanid who flowed here from Fontaine long ago.
What's an Oceanid?
Ah, the Grandmaster has mentioned them before. The Oceanids were the familiars of the former Hydro Archon. They all fled Fontaine after the Archon died and settled across the world.
That's correct. Though, to tell you the truth, I can't even completely recall how I found myself here. I have a vague impression of my ancestral home, but I can't recall clearly anything I saw on my journey. All I know is that by the time I arrived in Mondstadt, I had lost most of my power and couldn't even sustain a physical form. Eventually, I settled in a place called Springvale, where I slowly began to regain my power. Springvale is a serene and beautiful place. The water that flows through there is clear and pure, just like the hearts of the people who dwell there.
So you're the Spring Fairy of Springvale?
Yes, Diona, and I remember you too, you know. When you were little, you often came to the spring at night to speak with me.
Really? You're not messing with me, are ya?
I always thought that was just a local legend.
That's cute.
Your favorite little pillow, the fish one? Its name is Bubbles, is it not?
Yep!
That's
All these childhood memories. So they weren't just a dream. So, if this is true, then all those things written on the leaves...
The moonlight flows like silk and honey. The boy by the spring grows old and frail.
I see. So you were the ones who found my leaf. Well, you are correct. The Spring Fairy and Heart of Clear Springs is me.
No wonder you were asking us so many questions about it. So, the boy from the story...
is Finch. I always loved listening to people's dreams. And still do, to this day. Whether they're beautiful, sad, or filled with emotions I couldn't understand at the time. One night, a little boy came to the spring. The tears that fell from his face were more fragile than a moonbeam, and purer than the morning dew. I like humans, and wanted to understand them better. I also wanted to make sense of the feelings contained in his tears that were, then, a mystery to me.
And so you became friends?
Yes. We often met under the stars, sharing our stories with one another. Sometimes, we'd stay up all night and see who would hear the first bird chirping from the boughs, or the first cicada of summer.
Aw, that sounds lovely.
But one day, just like the book says, I saw an emotion in Finch's eyes that I couldn't reciprocate. I felt out of my depth, in uncharted waters. But I knew all too well that we Lockfolk face a very different fate from that of humans. Whatever was happening, I didn't want it to lead to Finch writing a chapter of his life that he would later come to regret. So, I fled, and never appeared before him again.
Oh, Callie Roe.
My strength returns very slowly, and even after decades,
I can only sustain a physical form for a very short time. I once hoped that Finch would be able to move on and meet me when the stars in the night sky have all gone out. But after seeing so many people's stories and hearing about all their dreams, I have gradually come to understand Finch's heart. This feeling of wanting to respond to his feelings is surging relentlessly in my chest, and I can no longer restrain it. But I'm also scared. Scared that if I go and see him now, I'll bring nothing but disappointment and even more pain when it comes time to part.
Oh.
It really is a difficult choice.
Please go see him.
Ooh, Mika.
I know Grandpa Finch, and he's a really kind person. When I was struggling to learn how to draw maps, he was always encouraging me, telling me not to give up, always keep trying, and get out there and have some adventures.
Wait, his actual grandpa or like someone you look up to and you call grandpa?
He often tells me stories about his past, but I've never once seen a look of regret or sadness in his face. And even though Grandpa Finch loves adventures, he still stands there by the spring, every day, as if he's waiting for something. I believe that he's serious about his feelings for you, Miss Callie Roy. He's never stopped hoping that he'll see you again one day. So if you want to see him too, then what are you waiting for?
Your actual grandpa? Wow, Mika. That was great. Didn't know you had it in you.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit too excited and I just thought, well, it just sort of came out.
I understand. That settles it. I've decided.
You're going.
I will go back and see Finch.
You will? Amazing! That's great!
But I'd like to ask all of you for some help.
Sure. Just say the word. We'll help you any way we can.
Would you come to Springvale with me and help to bring Finch to my side? I cannot maintain this form for much longer, and I'm worried others will see me how I was just before.
Leave it to me. I'm really close with Grandpa Finch.
Also, please keep Finch's in my secret. I wouldn't want Springvale's tranquil waters to become agitated on account of all this.
Don't worry. Okay,
Your
not
secret
actual
is
grandpa.
safe with me.
I won't tell anyone. That's a promise.
Great. I can't thank you all enough.
What's wrong? Are you gonna turn back into a water droplet?
No, I'm sorry. It's just that my mind's racing. As much as I want to talk to him again, I'm still worried that I won't have the words when the time comes.
I have an idea. Write him a poem.
A poem?
Mm-hmm. All the things you hide deep inside your heart, everything you never had a chance to say.
Okay, good idea. I'll write him a poem.
Do it.
And it will be called Heart of Clear Springs.
Alright, so not
Faster?
actual
Okay,
grandpa,
faster.
but like an elder. Okay. No. This has been your home the whole time? Jeez.
Are you okay?
It's nothing. I'm just scared that I won't be able to maintain this form much longer.
Okay, don't panic. Wait here, Callie Roy. I'll go fetch Grandpa Finch.
Take it slow, Diona. Finch isn't a young man anymore. He's not as steady on his feet. I can still hold on a bit longer.
Okay, stay strong. You can do it.
Oh, I'm going too. Okay.
How are you holding up? Would you like some support, Miss Callie Roy?
You can also lean on Paimon if you need.
Thank you, all of you.
Oh, Paimon came out for that. That was interesting.
How are you holding up? Would you like...
You can also lean on...
Thank you.
Right, sorry. We're going. I also just, want the apples. Oh, it's this guy.
Grandpa Finch!
Is that Diona? You're back early today.
Today's your special day, Grandpa Finch. Can you come with me?
Oh? Well, where are we going?
Over there, to the waterfall.
Did you catch a nice little fishy?
Just come with me already. This is extremely important.
But I promised your father that I'd go to
Grandpa Finch!
All right. All right. No need to get worked up. I'm right behind you.
That's more like it. Now come on, I'll help you.
Draft's daughter is just like him when she's on a mission.
Oh, it's taking us straight back. I was going to go talk to... Draft is his name? I think it's Draft.
Over here! Over here! It's okay, Grandpa Finch. Take your time.
What's all this? What are all these people doing here? Even Mika's here? How's work been going lately? And even some friends from abroad, if I'm not mistaken. You do know that today's not my birthday, don't you?
Greetings, Mr. Finch. My name is Chong Yoon. We all met at the poetry gala, and... well, there's someone we'd like to introduce you to.
Finch.
That voice.
Yay!
Callie Roy.
I didn't think you'd still remember.
Oh, I remember. I remember all right. How could I ever forget?
Oh, he's tearing up.
Although your appearance is different than I recall. Back then, you looked like you'd stepped right out of a fairy tale. But I'm one to talk. Of course a fairy from a fairy tale can change forms. But in your eyes, I'm probably the one who's changed beyond all recognition.
Oh, even after all these years, you still know just what to say to make me laugh.
I thought you were only able to appear in the dead of night. There have been times when I've wondered whether it really was all a dream.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting for so long, Finch.
Oh, it can't have been that long. It's been but the blink of an eye, really.
Finch, would you like to hear a poem I wrote for you?
A poem? You write poetry now? Well, of course. I'd be delighted to listen. I'll hang on every word that leaves your lips.
I love this. I'm
In
just
that
enjoying
case,
it.
Let me read you a story about the spring fairy.
I'm just enjoying myself. Oh.
Far from my native land I roamed. In streams I slept, many seasons I met as the sun set and rose. I searched for a garden to call a home, and the moonlight ebbed as the water flowed. A soft breeze beckoned me unto a spring. Sleep, weary wanderer, your journey is over. May the dancing petals sweeten your slumber. At dawn, I hummed the melody of a distant stream, and the songs in the night serenaded my dreams. A boy's tender tears trembled through the water, stirring me more than any starlight sonata. He wove me a wreath from past petals and future buds. I crossed beyond the veil of dreams to the realm of flesh and blood. Look at the love that shines from his eager gaze. Answer the call of his heart, lest this moment go to waste. The kittens and fireflies invited my heartstrings to sing, but I was a stranger to the melody of mankind, and knew not how this tune should begin. As the river of dreams trickled into the ocean blue, every time a crystal fly flapped its wings, older it seemed he grew. But I learned to fathom human ways each stumbling step I took, and clouds of confusion became crystal clear in the vulnerable verse I wrote. As seed yearns for soil and trees for the sun, a once foreign melody inside my heart sung, and it cried out your name on every string it could strum. Now I give my dream to you. May it be in your slumber a sweet spring to quench your thirst. Now, I hand my heart to you, praying my belated promise might meet, still with your trust.
I adore that art style so much.
Yes. This is how I remember you from when we first met. All those years ago. It really has been a long, old time, hasn't it?
Finch,
It's okay. I understand. Your poem, it explains everything.
Thank you, Finch. Please, take this.
It's so beautiful.
This is a droplet of water condensed from my own power. Finch, I don't have a physical form like humans, and I can't stay by your side. I don't know how long it'll be before I can change back into human form again. But as long as this droplet remains with you, our hearts will always be connected, no matter the distance between us. I will always be one with the spring. From this day onwards, if you call me, I will meet you in your dreams.
It's so romantic.
The condensed power of the ocean, it looks like the oratory gems. So is that why they don't like Farina? Did she like forcibly like condense oceanid powers down to make the oratories or something?
You've really learned a lot, haven't you? And you don't even mind that the kids are watching.
Does it bother you?
How could it possibly? This is the happiest moment of my life. I just worry that once I go to sleep, I won't ever want to wake up again.
Huh? Don't say that.
I'm only joking. It seems that you still have much to learn.
Is that right?
Grandpa Finch and Caleroe look so happy. Oh, what a perfect moment.
Diona, thank you for fetching Finch for me. I've never forgotten you either.
I used to chat with you a lot. Wasn't it ever annoying?
Of course not. You are one of the truest friends I have in the entire world. That's why I gave you your gift, so that a part of me could always be with you.
Huh?
Wait. So is Diona's ability to mix delicious drinks from disgusting ingredients a blessing from this water spirit? And if so, is it also possible that my pure yang spirit is a gift from some being?
My physical form is about to disappear. Finch.
Yes?
I've never regretted meeting you, or deciding to talk to you that night. Not once. All these long years. Not for a single moment.
It probably goes without saying, but neither have I.
Although, it was different from in the stories. That fateful night, I never gave you that kiss. This gift that represents my promise and my love.
Paimon, close your eyes. Paimon, close your eyes. Diana, eyes shut now. Hands.
It's okay, everyone. She's gone now.
What? But Paimon didn't get a chance to say goodbye. Grandpa Finch?
Don't worry now. She hasn't gone far. Just like she said, she'll always be one with the spring. By our side and in our dreams.
That was really cute. Okay, wait a second. So, Diona's mixing ability comes from an Oceanid, and Chongyun's Yang energy. Yang? Yin? Yang energy. He said, did that come from some being? If that is hinting at something, I'm going to be very excited. I really hope so. But who? An Adeptus, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, child. Let me stay here a little longer.
Okay. I actually very much enjoyed that. Yeah, was it an Adeptus? Or was it like that demon because technically he's like Shenhe's nephew? Is it something to do with that? Was there like a god of like yin and yang energy? Kind of like, you know, there's like the goddess of dust and stuff like that. And then the yin energy went to someone and the yang energy went to him. But why? I have no idea. Wait, which one's he yang? That's the white, isn't it? There's probably more there. I haven't. Obviously, it's just going off what's on the top of my head.
Hey, you're all back! And it looks like you're in much better spirits than before. Hu Tao's a step ahead. She's already talking about printing a poetry anthology. She said she can't wait for everyone's final words because I'm itching to pull the trigger. By which I assume she meant she eagerly anticipates receiving everyone's freestyle poetry submissions to help her close the deal.
Where have you all been? I've been waiting here forever.
Perhaps they lacked sufficient inspiration and wished to have an emergency communion with nature. And with any luck, I'll bet they heard some fine poetry along the way.
He knows.
Get Bard! Does this mean that right from the start you...
Paimon, we promised.
Oh, right from the start, you said you would treat us to a nice meal!
Huh? Did I?
I think this is worth a meal.
Very well. Since the traveler agrees, then it looks like I can't escape this time. Diona, dear Diona, could I trouble you to fix us a couple of your delicious beverages?
You wish. All right. Well, normally I'd never agree, but since I happen to be in a good mood today...
Huh? So, just what have you guys been up to all this time? Why does it feel like there are some unspoken words hanging in the air here that everyone is privy to but myself?
Really? Must be the breeze. You're reading way too much into it.
Yeah, that's right. We're just, taking a walk. Inspiration walk, since it worked so well last time.
So even Mika's in on it?
You guys are bad
Chongyun,
lies.
how about you tell me what happened on the sly? I've just remembered that I heard about a haunted house recently that you'll definitely want to check out. I'm willing to bet that even your pure Yang spirit won't be able to scare off these demons.
I appreciate the gesture, but no thanks. Not this time. And I'm starting to think that maybe this pure Yang spirit isn't such a bad thing after all.
They keep mentioning that. It has to come up.
What's gotten into you?
It has to be
Okay,
something.
that confirms it. I call shenanigans. Something big definitely went down here.
Yeah, they've mentioned that too many times now to where I'm convinced that something's gonna come from it. Oh, I'm excited. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but you know what? You kind of have to read everything like that. No! Alright, so I've had a quick look around. I can't really... Well, I haven't found anywhere that I think any of the characters are. But I'm sure someone's gonna, you know, post a video to YouTube at some point. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna end this video right here. Honestly, I actually really enjoyed that quest. It was a bit slow at the start, but then again, I'm never someone who likes the beginning of things. I always think things get dragged out too much. But yeah, I thought that was a really cute story. I think it really makes me want to go read that book now, which is... Oh, where is the book? I actually have... Oh, here. Oh, I actually have all 4 parts. Okay. Yeah, I actually kind of enjoyed that. Like I said, I thought it was a lot of fun. I love that we got a bit more Oceanid lore. I also like the kind of a little hint at Chongyun's Yang power, which I thought was quite interesting. Also, it's really cute to know that Diona's like mixing abilities come from an Oceanid. And yeah, overall, I had actually a really good time with that. I actually really enjoyed it. Again, the cutscene is amazing. I love that type of art style. I could sit and watch that for like hours. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think about this. What do you guys feel? I've seen some like mixed things on Twitter. I haven't really like looked deeply into it because obviously I wanted to avoid everything as I could. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And we'll be back very soon with some more videos. So stay tuned for that. See ya.
Heart be pure, evil be erased, mind be purged, world be... I always forget that last part.
Is that how you're going to end the video? Okay, cool. Right, goodbye.